hurricane season peaks on September 11th, and just on cue, we have Irma, a major hurricane, and we've seen the last of Harvey, but it's still likely to bring some rains to America. But here is the latest picture on Irma. You can just make out the eye there. It's a major hurricane, and obviously it now has a very larger eye than it had yesterday, and it's also quite a warm eye there, and there's some warm waters below. So that is the reason why some intensification is likely, and also it will likely take a dip along the southern periphery of an upper level high here, so it could switch towards the southwest, and then eventually by early next week begin to come around at the high and then go back towards the northwest. But all the while it will remain as a major hurricane. So obviously all of those interests out there towards the Leeward Islands are watching this quite closely, as well as here in Trinidad and Tobago, because its passage could well bring a lot more in terms of some moisture here. So you can just see it here. That's the possibility of Irma coming through, and you can just see a bit more moisture coming into Trinidad and Tobago by early next week. But that moisture will not be here over the weekend. Mostly hot, sunny weather is expected for Tobago. Fine conditions are likely first thing in the morning, going all the way into the afternoon, and the daytime heating may spark one or two local showers, but overall you're expecting a pretty fair day in Tobago. Similarly for Trinidad, mostly settled conditions expected for central and northern areas. Along the south coast, there's still a lot of moisture around, so some showers are possible after midnight and going into the early part of Saturday. And for those of you heading through Irma, Valencia and into Port of Spain, a few mid-morning showers are possible in the afternoon. That late thunder rumbling is expected, especially along the Gulf of Paria, and then down towards San Fernando and into Point Fortin and Caracas. You'll notice a lot of the clouds first thing in the morning, turning occasionally heavy towards the latter half of the afternoon, and then eventually fading as the day cools after sunset. So looking at highs then of 34 degrees Celsius in Trinidad, 32 in Tobago, and through Sunday and Monday it's pretty fair, tranquil conditions. Not much of a breeze, however, with Irma out there disrupting our trade winds. And then once we get to Tuesday, look for a bit more moisture to pile in for Tobago and Trinidad. Possibility of longer spells of showers and a possibility of some rain as well, possibly turning thundery. Now for mariners, look for those gentle southeasterly winds to continue through Saturday and Sunday, but notice the longer swells from the northeast. They will be turning to the north as we get to Sunday and Monday, and lengthening as well, possibly as long as 15 seconds. So that will affect those northern coastlines, so be mindful of that. For the rest of the Caribbean, they basically have been seeing mostly a settled weather. But here we will pick up just across North America the remnants of Harvey, which is still a rainmaker pushing through the Ohio Valley and then eventually pushing towards the northeast there. But this is mostly going to be all of the rain that will be continuing to come through, particularly up towards Canada as well, possibly impacting Montreal. But for the rest of the Caribbean, we've been seeing mostly settled weather. Not much is set to happen over the next couple of days, barring that one tropical wave that will be coming through. But overall, conditions will be pretty much nice and settled. So we'll pick up then a few brief showers for Kingston. Quite hot though in Port-au-Prince, 36 degrees Celsius there. Also, there will be some sunshine around for the Lesser Antilles, but a few showers are likely later on in the day, going into Sunday. Down towards Castries, a few late showers are likely, and a high of 31. And Georgetown will be mostly cloudy, and 33 with just that afternoon shower coming through from time to time. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.